They don't memorize
the word.
They eat the notes. They chew. they mash it up, burn and drink.
Everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Xiaowen and this is
Venus, aka Life on Venus.
Oh, I thought we were two.
What?
No, just like you said two.
No.
Okay, whatever. Okay, yes. So today's video will be about debunking everything you need to know before entering JC. So this is personal opinion. Take everything with a pinch of salt. Okay? Yes. I will add the timestamp in each of the section that we are going through.
Before moving on, let me just briefly explain the JC system. Junior college, according to the Wikipedia, are the pre-university institutes that offer 2-year pre-uni courses that leads to either the GC A-levels or IB diploma. In the GC A-levels, we have this thing called the rank point, which is out of 90. Next, we have our subjects which are classified in H1, H2, H3. H stands for higher, so the smaller the number, the more brief it is in content. H1 corresponds to 10 points, H2 corresponds to 20 points, and H3 does not come in your rank point. Each grade for the respective subject corresponds to a certain point as seen above. It will be good to screenshot this down as report cards usually does not calculate out your rank point for you. Okay, let's move on.
So first thing, adapting into JC, what is the biggest difference between secondary school and JC?
Biggest difference? I feel the biggest difference is definitely the academic workload. Because in secondary school, it was more, how would I say, like you can find everything you need to know in the textbook and you just need to really like understand the textbook and then you're good. But for JC, right, understanding is one thing, but being able to apply, like practice and being able to apply is the more important thing. So I think a lot of people struggle at JC because they don't practice enough. They only like go through the content, but when it comes to like application, they are very weak. That's why they cannot score well. So I think that's the biggest difference.
My biggest difference will be the teaching style. So in JC, unlike secondary school, you don't learn everything from the text and you don't learn everything from classes. So what happens is you have lectures when they will teach you all the content that you need, and then you will have tutorials that will go through all the kind of like homework that you do. So that's the biggest difference for me. But when you first enter, did your grades drop a lot? Honest.
Honest, huh?
Honest.
Damn, very honest, yes. It wasn't even just at the start, it was the whole way. The whole JC was just, you thought you were no. You thought you were at your lowest, right? But no, it goes down even more. That's how bad it was, yeah.
Okay, this is not about scaring people, but you need to have a concept that in JC it's okay to fail. Like, I feel like the chances of you failing a paper and like everyone failing a paper is so much higher than like 50% of the people passing a paper.
Thanks.
Yeah. So you need to accept that it's okay to fail, but if you need help, don't be afraid to seek help. Choosing subject combinations. So as I said from the front, subject combinations is usually 4H2 or 3H2 and 1H1. So for me, I took 3H2 and 1H1 and I took PCME. Physics, chemistry, math, and economics for H1.
I took PCML, which is physics, chem, mathematics, and English literature. And ELIT is also my H1. So yeah. So we're both like science stream. Nothing, no hybrid, no art stream.
Okay, do you think that it's better to go for something that you're passionate about or something that you know you can do well in?
Okay, right, I would say like even after 2 years, right, I can't say for sure whether you should follow your passion or... Okay. Hear me out. After 2 years of being in JC, right, I feel that you should pick a subject that you can do well in, you can score well. Because I feel like, at least for me, like in my opinion, I feel like JC, at the end of the day, right, like my mindset about JC is I just want to get it done and like give me a cert to go with. But I would rather spend the extra 2 years studying something that can get me good grades and then get the good grades ready, go to a uni and choose something I like to do rather than like doing what I like to do in JC and maybe like possibly like screwing it up. Yeah, I never take lead for O-level. So it was a bit like when I told people I want to take lead, they are like, why? Because I didn't take O-level.
So technically you taking lead is out of passion.
Yeah, that's why I say 不要, because it's very difficult. I was struggling with lead. Because for JC is right, they don't teach you from scratch, you know. They
teach you on the basis of O-level. Okay, but this for all subjects. Like you're supposed to. So actually a lot of like juniors ask whether it's okay to take like combined science, and then you jump to JC like science, very huge leap in that. And I know seniors who took it actually, but it did not go well.
Can is can.
Yeah.
Nobody says it cannot. It's just
You need a lot of effort. It's like
you need to be prepared to face
Yeah.
whatever that's gonna come to you. And I feel like a lot of people don't know. They think it's just a subject, but it's not. It's really not. It's not a walk in the park. It's really not. I would say.
I would say like the most common PCME and BCME is a safe option. Correct.
You're struggling with everybody else.
Yeah, it's like they're the only person with that subject combi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I cannot relate to that. Like I want a safe option.
Yeah.
And I would say going for a safe option is good if you're not clear about what you want in uni, and you don't really have anything that you're like extra passionate and have some sort of like background.
With that being said, which is why also like do something that you know you will do well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And also check prerequisite first. I feel like most people don't check the uni prerequisite. Right?
Me.
Oh, you.
Me.
Okay, yes.
I legit went to JC with absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's why I would say if you're lazy, you don't know what you want in life, just go for safe option. Wow, thank you. Let's move on. CCAs. Okay, we're both from student council. Yeah, and I only have student council 1 CCA, and I hold another role in CCAP.
Like a leadership
Yes.
position.
Okay.
Then like Jian said, I'm from student council, and then I'm also from dance CCA, so I can kind of share like the, like the grind lah for those like.
So what were some things that you went by when you were choosing your CCA?
Based on my experience, choose a CCA that you will like enjoy doing. Like it's a must to get a CCA, right?
It's advised to.
Oh, it's not must.
It's not.
But when it comes to choosing CCA, right, it depends. Like you need to know like your own self. Like if you need more time studying, right, and you feel like more comfortable studying when you have more time, kind of thing, then you should pick a CCA with like lower commitment. Yeah.
Okay.
And unless you have a very very strong passion for something and you really like set on joining it once you join the school, right? Unless you have that, right, then I would say choose a CCA with low commitment, because it really gives you a lot more free time to do things that you like. Yeah, because
even if you don't join a very like strong CCA, right, in JC you have a lot of opportunities to do stuff also.
that is very true.
Yeah, I feel like JC provides you with a very good platform. It's
Yeah,
like your final last chance kind of thing to do something.
in like a school.
Yeah, in like a protected environment, It's like we have a lot of space in JC to try out new things.
No, but I think it's right. Even though there's a lot of opportunities, right? You need to take the opportunities. Like if you don't,
yes,
if you
yeah,
I think that's so true. I feel like a lot of people join CCA because they feel like if you don't join, they won't have like
Yes, exactly.
experience.
Yeah.
Which is kind of true lah. But there's more to that lah. Not just CCA. There's more ways to achieve that lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine like 5 days a week? 3 days, right? I cannot do anything. Cannot do any schoolwork. Only 2 days for me to catch up.
That's not good.
That's not good lah.
That's
As
not
in,
at all. Okay.
yeah, and it's not to say like cannot be done. Can is cannot. There are people who do it before, and yeah, as long as you have good time management, as long as you really like passionate about it, right, that you will set aside time to make sure like you have time to study and to do dance, right, then can one. It's just that you really have no time to take a break lah. Like the end of the week, right, you'll be very packed. Every day is very very packed.
It's more of you didn't expect.
Yeah, I didn't
also,
expect,
right?
and I wasn't up for like a challenge, I was more like, okay, I'll try lor, cause I don't know how it will go unless I try ma. But yeah, it was really really very tough.
Adding on to that, right, this is a major reason why I like council work, because it's very ad hoc based, firstly, especially our our subcom. Oh my god.
But anyway, she's the subcom head. I'm her subcom member.
In a sense that I have the freedom to plan my time and get shit done. Yeah. The biggest thing about choosing CCA and like going for leadership position is to just try. Yeah, because okay, for me, I wasn't confident about whether I should take on leadership position because I feel that I wouldn't do as well in my studies. but I still took on, and I feel like no regret. I feel like when you're choosing CCA, if for whatever reasons, the CCA that you want to go, that you're passionate in, is like not there, or like you just didn't get in lah, then I would say go for something that will bring you growth. Yeah, and for me, that was my case, and I went for counsel.
I agree with what Jia said about which is to try something new, something they can learn from. Because like, I realized that after 你这样讲 right, I realized that my whole time I was trying to tell them to like just study, but really JC, at the end of JC, you hopefully like you won't feel like it's just about studying. Like I would want like you to have like a JC experience whereby you feel like it's like very worth it, you learn a lot of things other than just studying. Because I feel like now that I think back about what I say, right, it all sounds like just study, which is true. Because for me, the reason why I keep emphasizing on studying and focusing on your studies is because that's the aspect I lack the most.
But most important takeaway is you have to find the balance yourself and find like just prioritize your work and the time that you have. Because 2 years is okay, it seems like it's very short, and it is like in a certain way, but at the same time 2 years is like 700 plus days. You have a lot of time to find something that is suitable for you. Yes, I feel like you should join a CCA, because I feel like CCA was a very big part of our JC life. Like a very big part, and it's where you meet a lot of like-minded people. Not saying that you cannot meet them in class, but the thing is, class is very randomized. It's by your grades, but CCA is by free will you go and join, right? So the chances of you meeting someone that you will like click with, right, it's like much higher. Yes,
it's true. It's very true.
Yeah. So I asked a few of my JC friends this question: what is their 3 most important thing in JC? And this is from a lot of different JC schools from Link, okay? And I will add all the screenshots of the answer. One very common thing that we see in all of the answer is actually community, support system, and friends.
Okay, I feel that JC, right, community is very astronomically important.
Wow.
That is how important it is.
Very.
Like, it's so important, I cannot emphasize enough, because JC feels like you're on your own. You know, at the start, it really feels like you're on your own because of how the way JC works.
And JC lectures is online now.
Yeah.
Which is worse.
Yeah, which is worse because you don't get to sit in the lecture theatre and like poke someone next to you or like ha ha ha, you know, that kind of stuff. It's all online, so you're like pretty lonely lah, I would say. And like, because JC already very stressful, right? If you don't have people around you to like keep you sane, right, you'll actually go crazy. Like, I'm not kidding.
I think ultimately it's also about yourself. It's if you are willing to open up to people and be genuine to them, the chances are you will find someone like this who is willing to be genuine to you too. Yeah,
I would say your experience is what you make it to be lah. Like,
right? I think it's like also important for you to know like what type of friends you want to keep, kind of thing. It's like know your own limits, what makes you uncomfortable, who you're comfortable around, who brings like growth to you in a sense, and keep these people close, because this is the community that will bring you through JC.
Oh yes.
Yeah. For the last part, we'll be sharing our most important 3 tips.
First one, number 1 is balance, which is basically just knowing what you like to do and like making sure that you like while doing the things you like, right, making sure you have time for yourself also, other than just like commitments and like school work. Just knowing what is right for you so that you can go long and you don't burn out so easily lah.
Okay, for me, my first tip will be to step out of your comfort zone and try new things, because this is the like last time you have a safe space to experiment and like give a go at things that you might not usually do.
Secondly, for me, I think is opportunities. Like, when opportunities come knocking on your door, like, I feel like just take them, because like if you don't, you will miss out lah. And like I said in the video, you make JC is what you make of it. Like, if you want it to be a good one, then you have to go out and make it a good one. You cannot just sit still and expect it to be a good one. So yeah, taking opportunity, like yeah, when our opportunity rises, I would say just take it lah. When it feels right, just do it. Yeah.
Tip will be to prioritize yourself first in terms of like mental health, physical health, everything. Get enough sleep, exercise regularly if you can, and yeah, take care of yourself and always put yourself first.
My last one is do your best to study. Like for this point, right, I think I just want to say is like know what you're doing when you come into JC. Like don't just come in because like everybody else is doing it or any other reasons, but do it because you know it is the path that you want to take. For example, you want to go uni, then you know that it's the fastest path and you know that you can do it and you know like what are the requirements, you're ready for it, then you come. But it's best like you, before you step in, you really like clarify like why you're doing this. Is it really necessary to come into JC? Is it really the best option for you as a person lah?
So I know that a lot of people come JC because like me, I didn't know like precisely what I want to do in poly, so that's why I come into JC. But I think the point we're trying to get across is at least know what you're getting yourself into. Like understand how JC works, like bare minimum. Yeah, you don't need to know. Like you might not like, oh, I first day come to JC, wow, I know what I'm gonna do in my 2 lives, but at least know what you're getting yourself into. At least understand the system and understand the lifestyle that you need to adapt into. And
yeah, that is true. You may not know what you yourself want, but the least you can do is know what the school can offer you. Because that one's a fact, you know, you cannot change the fact like what the school can offer you because the school is already there already. It's just there to hand out things. It's like it's okay you don't understand yourself.
And my last tip is to enjoy the journey. It's gonna be a very tough journey for sure, and the rigor is very strong, but just make sure that you slow down a bit in some like parts of your JC journey and just look around and like take moments to like kind of like savor what is going on around you and enjoy this like final 2 years you have in school, like with a whole school curriculum.
With uniform.
With uniform. Yeah, you don't need to.
You
need to wear.
If you probably you don't need that is so true actually. Yeah, if you don't,
it's like hustle culture, right? But stop a bit lah, chill a bit lah.
Because 2 years is not long, but also not short.
Yeah,
actually more fruitful than we think.
Yeah,
and I think like we don't give JC enough credits for all the things.
I feel like a lot of people rant about it, but no one says good stuff about it. It's like, okay, there's a lot of things to rant about. It's a very like, you suffer a lot in the 2 years.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so will you say that, do you regret coming to JC? I just want to say, I hope this video will help you, like whoever who is watching, and just get a better understanding of JC before you enter. And I think the first day of JC is like next week, and you might not get your results yet when you watch this video, but